Hello guys, and welcome back to another episode of Astroneer. As you've probably noticed already, I'm in orbit. I'm on a different save than I've been playing on, and I decided to do something a little differently today. I decided I want to do kind of a tutorial on what to do if you get stuck on another planet. So before we really get into it, I just wanted to explain the way that the solid fuel thruster works, and I guess both thrusters while we're at it. So the solid fuel thruster basically has four thrust powers that it gets, and a couple different things use those thrust powers. So the first one is to launch yourself from the planet into orbit. That takes one thrust power. And then to fly from that planet's orbit to another planet's orbit takes another thrust power. So if you do the math there, taking off, flying to another planet, that takes two of your thrust powers, and then taking off and flying back is the other two. So the solid fuel thruster gets four, which is why it's able to do a round trip before it breaks on you. And then the hydrazine thruster, which is the other one, uses the fuel canisters, hydrazine canisters, I guess, to power itself. And basically each hydrazine canister is 8 of these thruster uses. So it gets twice as much per canister as a single solid fuel thruster. So because I'm assuming none of you guys really got stuck on the too difficult of planets, I think we're going to fly to probably Visania and get stuck there. So first I'm going to fly to Novus, so that'll use, 2 of my boosts. And now if I go, there it is. Now if I go from this orbit into Visania's orbit, that's going to use a third thrust boost. And I believe I've already landed on this planet, but we're just going to land somewhere else. Okay, so yeah, there's my base over there, but we're going to land on the clear other side of the planet. Now, I've used 3 of the boosts on this thruster, so I will not be able to leave until I build myself a new thruster, because it'll let me get into orbit, but nothing else. And actually, just to demonstrate that, we'll just take off again, and just show you guys that I'm not cheating here. So there it goes, it just broke on me. So that's 4 uses, and let's see where my bubbles are. Right back over here, we will land. And I'm doing this without an oxygenator currently. If you have an oxygenator with you, it will make your life significantly easier. So, here we are on the planet. We're going to look around a little bit, see if we can find some compound and resin. Now, basically, the process here is going to be to get a couple of compound, one for a small printer and one for a small generator. Now, right now I don't really see a lot of compound around, but hopefully we're not... Oh no, there's one. Perfect. So I'm just gonna make a canister because I can, and it's useful. Now, I'm not completely sure on this, but I think... Oh wait, did I not get a hole? I didn't. Okay, we gotta go back and get a little bit more. Okay, so I'm a little unsure, but I'm going to test this. I'm pretty sure with the rocket here that it will recharge you very slowly. So if we use the printer, yeah, as you can see, it's recharging very, very slowly. just so that you don't actually get stuck on the planet. Now, yeah, it is the rocket and not just the pack recharging itself. So we're gonna come here, need a couple stacks of compound. Like I said, one for the printer and one for the generator. And you also need a stack of organic to power that generator, if you haven't already. That. So we can grab all this. Okay. And we are going to need more compound eventually, but right now we're just going to get started with the generator and the small printer. It is... I probably already passed it and you guys saw it, but that's okay. So there's a small printer. Go ahead and print that. Now, this guy will just stand on its own. You don't need a platform for it, and so will the small printer. That's what makes this possible, actually. So we'll stick that there. Now, for the medium printer is what we're going to need next. You think it's just 3, it's either 2 or 3 compound, and I think it's 2 compound, okay. So we'll go ahead and stick one of these on here, and just go ahead and drop the other guy. So we need to come over here, grab another compound, and basically, once we have all of this, and a platform to put the medium printer on, the only thing left really is for us to find ammonium and aluminum. Oh yeah, let's turn that back on. So there's our medium printer working. So that, the alternative to getting ammonium is to fill up a couple of soil canisters and get a soil centrifuge and just make one that way. It does take more power, but like I said, this is a whole lot easier if you have an oxygenator because you can actually build tethers and get somewhere. But I'm kind of just working on where I can reach with the oxygen in my backpack to demonstrate that it's possible. So we'll come back down here. Back to the ship, and I'll see if I can spot some more resin somewhere close by, because it looks like I used all the resin that was over there. Look out for these guys, they'll whack you. So we look over here, there's more compound, that's good to know. We'll go ahead and grab some of that while we're here. Because we're going to need some for the smelting furnace and possibly the soil centrifuge. I don't know how many I have right now. We'll grab 1 or 2 more. And we should be good. Okay, that should be all the compound we need entirely. Whoa. Okay, come back up here. And I am using a medium shuttle, but it's empty, so it's the same process whether or not you have a medium shuttle or small shuttle or large shuttle. So take all of these. Actually, no, I don't. I already made that. So we need a platform, but I don't see resin nearby. I am just going to drop all my stuff here though, in case I die, which is quite possible. I'm going to try not to though. Try to keep the work light on for you guys. Here, not seeing a whole lot. Up here maybe. Aha, there's some resin. So we're going to need probably 4 or 5 resin. Not too much, but a few. That's 1, 2, run back to the shuttle. And oh man, you guys saw that thing move to hit me. Ooh man, that scared me a little bit. Okay, now hopefully we can make it back. Not looking promising. Okay, barely made it back. So now we've got these. We're gonna need a medium platform. Right there. Just one resin for that. And some power. And then once we've got the medium platform, we can start working with the medium printer. Okay. And because I'm kind of doing this without an oxygenator, I'm probably just going to go the soil centrifuge route because I doubt there is any nearby. Okay, so where's my platform? Okay, platform A. Need 2 resin for that. And I think I only need 1 of these. But I am going to need more resin. So I'm going to leave that be here for a bit while I go run and see if I can get some more resin without going so far I die. And kill that on my way there. So over here, yeah, this is looking like the best bet. I can get 4, 5. I know I'm pushing it here, guys. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna make it back, but I'll just find my dead body and pick the stuff up. That'll be fine. See, this is the thing about doing this without an oxygenator, is there's not always the resources you need close enough, so I am guessing I'm gonna die at least one more time before we get there. Because really getting the aluminum, the laterite, is gonna be a struggle without an oxygenator. Okay, so we come over here. Grab all the stuff out of my backpack, and keep going. Oh my gosh, I always forget, there's no like hotkey to get rid of that other one. You just kind of have to click off of it. Okay, so if I come up here, we have all of this. We got our platform now. Now if I come here and try to print, there we go, smelting furnace, I'm going to need 1 compound and some power. Go ahead and print that guy. Put that on there. And what do I need for the soil centrifuge? Compound and aluminum. So I'm going to need 2 aluminum. Yeah, that's going to be a struggle, but oh well. Okay, so go ahead and drop all my stuff here. And I do have a canister which will let me, flatten my way down there. Here. I'm going to try and keep this nice for you guys to watch, so I'm trying to dig a tunnel that's pretty tall. Hopefully we can find laterite within, running distance of us. Because mines are really not good to be in when you don't have oxygen or tethers. Okay, let's keep going down. Down. have to run back up for oxygen here in a minute. Oh, yes, I forgot about this. Sanya has some pretty hard rock. So, what I'm gonna do, I'll run back up for oxygen here, but I'm gonna cut this out and I'll find some laterite off screen and then I'll come back and show you guys what to do. Okay guys, welcome back. So I found a group of laterite. I don't know if you caught it in the sped up speed, but basically if you have a hard type of surface and you just hold control and kind of dig that way, it will actually gather the resource without digging and save you a lot of time. Just a little sort of cheaty thing. It's nice, I guess. But I figured you guys would like to know. Okay, so now that we have this, I'm just gonna go ahead and smelt 3 of them for now. Funny enough, I found lithium before I found the laterite. So we got an organic sitting here. Just gonna go grab a little bit more. I'm probably gonna need more in the meantime. And we are almost done, guys. We just have to get a soil centrifuge up and running. Sorry, my neighbor upstairs is banging for some reason. Not quite sure why. But, so we're basically just going to build the soil centrifuge and get some ammonia and call it a day. Almost there. So it is possible, guys. As you saw, I did this whole thing without an oxygenator. I did that by my own personal choice, but hopefully you guys have one with you, because it'll make your life 10 times easier. Or at least, please have some oxygen tanks. These guys. Because glass is not terribly hard to find. Usually, like, I'm kind of surprised I didn't find quartz before I found the aluminum, but you know, sometimes it just works out. So I get this guy, what was it, compound, or, yeah, it was compound for the soil centrifuge. So we'll get this guy built up. How much more? Got 1. Okay, so I'm definitely going to need to go grab a little bit more of the organics. Do some more mowing over here. Okay, there's 1. Go ahead and grab 1 more. That'll probably do it. This thing's launching bombs at me. Okay. Now, if we come over here, come back. Yeah, that's what I thought. Ran out of power. So, yeah, 5. That should get us through. So I'm just gonna time lapse this again, and I will see you guys when we're printing the thruster. Okay guys, as you can see, our ammonium just finished, and we now have what we need to build a solid fuel thruster. Now, before we go, I'm going to just make some quartz, because I like to mark everywhere that I have been and have a base. I mean, I consider this technically a base. Anywhere where I have like a smelting furnace and soil centrifuge is a base to me. But yeah, we got our solid fuel thruster here. It's been just shy of half an hour for me since the start of this video. So as you can see, it's possible, no matter how you get stuck, to get yourself unstuck. But it does make it a lot easier if you have the small oxygen tank unlocked, or the Oxygenator. So, with that, come on. Soil centrifuge takes so much power. 2 small generators just don't cut it. But, yeah, with that, just let this finish up, and then we'll fly on home. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like and subscribe if you did. Go ahead and comment down below some other tutorials or things in Astroneer you'd like to see. Otherwise, I'll continue with my playthrough that I've been doing. Alright, so there's our quartz for our beacon. I forget, I think I was going with red or orange on this save, something like that. So go red, hop in here, or we can just go ahead and bring all this with us. And actually, that aluminum was a pain, so I'm going to leave that behind. Put it on here. And just like that, you're off planet. Half an hour, really not bad. So don't get discouraged if you do land on another planet and get stuck, because it's annoying to deal with, but it's not impossible. Okay, thanks for watching guys, I'll see you next video.